Am I ready? Rahul, have you pinned my video?
Yes, sir, pinned.
Okay, everyone, please go mute. Let us begin the magic. आज आज मेरे पास बिल्डिंग है, प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है. क्या क्या है तुम्हारे पास? मेरे पास Toastmasters है. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Welcome to the 64th session of Vellore Toastmasters Club. Ours is a secular country. A number of faiths are practiced here. But there are two cult faiths which defy all the divisions and can be termed as the faith of the masses. One is the game of cricket, and the other is the magic of movies. Bollywood, Hollywood, Tollywood, and any alphabet. Just keep changing the first letter and bring on all the alphabets you got, and you still wouldn't get enough of this magic. We at Vellore Toastmasters Club today will witness this very magic at the VTC Film Studio, where our very own Steven Spielberg, Toastmaster Rahul George, will give us an insight of this mystical world of filmmaking. A director will have the assistance of all his cast and crew, who will be shooting the feature film starring a speaker of today. But the icing on the cake is today's shoot is going to be a guided. Our casting directors will be giving us about the responsibilities of the crew at the sets of this VTC Film Studio. Hence, pay attention. Mine is a guest appearance. I'm here just for the clapperboard. So before I resume the ritualistic clapping to begin this filming at the VTC Film Studio, let me state the mission statement of a Toastmasters Club. It is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning experience environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication skills and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. Now, before I hand over the reins, the able hands of our producer, I'd like you all to take a note of these simple rules for an effective session. I request everyone to keep your mics muted, and unmute them only when you're speaking. Kindly keep your cameras on and wear that lovely smile of yours. You're on camera today. And do not use your mobile phones in between, and use the chat box appropriately. Don't forget to have some fun. Now, shall I hand over the further proceedings of today's shooting to the able hands of our producer, Toastmaster Somini. Over to you, Toastmaster Somini.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. And thank you, everybody, my dear Toastmasters and guests, for making it to today's show. I now officially declare VTC 64 open. Needless to say, the Toastmaster of the day is the director of the show. And today's Toastmaster has always been the director of VTC, directing us in the right paths. So without any further ado, let me hand over the session to the Toastmaster of the day. Director sir, the stage is all yours.
Before I start, can somebody confirm that I am audible?
Yes, you're audible, Rahul.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, just give me a second. Lights, camera, action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the shooting of the 64th film of the VTC Film Studio. It is a commendable fact that we are on film 64, while most films are still stuck at 3 or 4. It is amazing that franchises like Fast and Furious aim to reach 10. Quite ambitious, I must say. But look at us. Our franchise is on 64, and there's no signs of us slowing down. Today, we are not here to celebrate the fact that we are ahead of everyone. We are here to celebrate the fact that all the beautiful memories that the film industry has given to all of us. The late night shows, early morning shows, or the shows that we skipped, the shows that we attended while skipping class in college. Movie theaters are a beautiful place. You enter, buy your popcorn and drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This is the experience that I want to provide to the audience who will see our film. But to do this, I need all of your help. Are you ready to help me with this mission? Thank you. Now, before we go ahead and start off with our shooting, it is very important to hear from the editors of our film and to call our main editor for today, the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat. Over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul, for the wonderful introduction. A pleasant evening to the director of a movie, my fellow team members, and most importantly, the people with the popcorn. Yes, the audience. You can make the movie even a blockbuster or a failure. So, the role of an editor in a movie is selecting the shots and combining them into sequences, which creates a finished motion picture. And it's just not only about putting the films together, but also to cut or edit the scenes wherever it is needed to create a perfect movie. So, likewise, in Toastmasters, we have a person called General Evaluator, and that's me for today. So, I'll be evaluating the session as whole, and also I'll be cut or edit the roles of and the speaking elements of the speakers to create a perfect movie today. And I'm not going to do it alone. I have few people to assist me, and we call them tag team in Toastmasters. So the letter T stands for the timer, and A for the R counter, and G for the grammarian. So firstly, I would like to call the timer for today's session. And the timer is like a stunt master in a movie because he can only know the value of a fraction of second. So firstly, I would like to call the timer for today's session. It's Toastmaster Ritik. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Michael Keaton, the American actor, once said, "Filmmaking is the ultimate team sport." Today at VTC Film Studio, you'll witness what Keaton meant. My part in this production team is to manage time. I'll be helping the speaker express ideas and thoughts in a specified time. To do this, I'll be using green, yellow, and red cards, where green will indicate qualifying time, yellow will indicate target time, red will indicate finish time. The time limit for prepared speech is set between 5 to 7 minutes, which means that the screen will go green at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, red at 7 minutes. There's a grace or buffer time of 30 seconds before and after the speech. The time limit for table topics is set between 1 to 2 minutes. The screen will go green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute and 30 seconds, red at 2 minutes. Remember, you'll have grace time of only 30 seconds after your speech. The time limit for evaluation is set between 2 to 3 minutes. The screen will go green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, red at 3 minutes. There is a grace time of 30 seconds before and after the speech. I'll give my report towards the end when called upon. Until then, let's keep the film rolling. Over to you, Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, Ritik, for the wonderful introduction and explaining your roles and responsibilities. So next up, we have the R counter for today's session. And she's like a screenwriter in a movie who is going to help us out to create dialogues and speeches with the perfect usage of fillers. And it's Toastmaster Sadhana for you. Toastmaster Sadhana, over to you.
Thank you. Am I audible? Yes. A very happy evening to TM Audio of the Day, a fellow Toastmasters and guest. Now, imagine when God is coming in front of you and asking you to ask something that you want. I will do that for you, but you have to ask within 1 minute. Is that condition that was given by God? That time, if we are still blabbering like, then what will happen? God will move away. And that time we feel and lose our confidence. As the same way in our speech, we use a crutch word like ha, then comes a filler word like and, but still. Even a filler phrases like and so, which those things will make you disboost from your energy level of speech. As a ha counter, my duty is to watch and catch of those words and making aware of those words to you. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Let me expect our sound and not ha sound. And all the very best to all the role players. Over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sadhana, for providing such an innovative introduction. So next up, we have the grammarian for today's session. And she is like the art director in a movie. And she is going to help us out in understanding the art of using grammar in our speeches. So it's Toastmaster Saumini, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Sorry, Editor. As an art director, is a creativity police for films, your grammarian, i.e. me, is your grammar police. Just as the art director navigates the artists and elements in a film to give a final creative product, your grammarian is going to help you in tinkering your language to the best by making a list of your brilliant usage of the language and takeaways from your speech, making notes of not so brilliant usages and mispronunciations, and giving my report at the end. Now, coming to the word of the day. Have you seen a director spotlighting your videos when you speak? There's another word for spotlighting something to say that you are in the spotlight. It is to be in the, can anybody guess?
Limelight.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik. Today's word of the day is to be in the limelight, which means to be the center of attention. The usage goes like this. The movie Parasite has won 4 Oscar awards in last year's Academy Awards while being a non-English film, stealing the limelight for itself. I encourage you to use this word in your speeches. And over to the editor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saumini, for providing such a beautiful introduction. So, and I also expect all the role players and the speakers to use the word of the day for today's meeting. So that's it from the tag team. So I'll be back with my report with my tag team at the end of all your speeches. And I hope you all have a good day and a good movie. Over to the director of today's movie.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Now picture this. You're sitting in the theater. Movie starting and all that excitement is building up. And just at the right moment, when you can no longer contain that excitement, the hero of the movie enters. And the crowd goes crazy. Can you picture it? Everyone screaming at the top of their voices. Now, imagine the scenario of this scene being shot and what is the thought process that goes behind it. Well, today we invite you to the shooting of behind the scenes with the heroine. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Raghavi. But before we invite her, I would like to call upon her evaluator, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, to explain the scene. Madam Evaluator, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Today, I'm very glad to be an evaluator of multifarious named girl that is none other than our Toastmaster Raghavi Priya. She is an expression queen of our VTC. She always carry a pretty smile on her beautiful face. It would be her icing on the cake. She has the ability to mingle with everyone and seeing them as a family member from her heart. Like she is used to call few of us as Baya and Uncle. And moreover, she never missed to show her gratitude to everyone at any place. I was impressed by the way how she is taking up the challenges without any embarrassment. Every time she carried a informative, persuasive, and transformative speech for us. Today, she is going to deliver her Pathway Level 1 project about Untold Story. As a reviewer, I will take a note of vocal varieties, speed, voice modulation, eye contact, physical gestures usage, audience awareness, audience interest on your delivering speech. I will be back on my time to give my ratings. I really am very interested to hear your speech. Without any delay, I call Toastmaster Raghavi. Toastmaster Raghavi, the stage is yours.
Hi, am I audible? Yeah, okay. Hi, good evening, all the fellow Toastmasters, and thank you for being here because this shooting has been hectic from day one, but it has been a cool ride nonetheless. And everyone has a story to say, and I do have a wonderful story for you to hear and listen. And you know what that story is about? One fine day, there's this beautiful, wonderful girl who's standing on the ledge of a Alps, a mountain, looking around, and just she saw this wonderful white deer. And this deer suddenly transformed into this wonderful human being. Such a handsome, beautiful, charming face. He looked like Harry Potter met John Donne. That's how he was. And those who don't know who John Donne is, he's the most handsome poet of all time. You have to go and see his picture to know that I'm true. And he was so beautiful and charming and wonderful that this girl couldn't believe her eyes. And he just walked near her. And he came so close and he held her hand and said all the most beautiful words that a dictionary could hold. He said, "You looked as clear as the day sky. You looked like the rain on a dry land." And this made the girl swoon like anything. And she was in this dream like an inception, a dream within a dream. She felt the most happiest moment of her life. And she thought, well, my day is done. I can die this exact moment because I met the charming, the most handsome person on earth, inside and out, the love of my life. Suddenly, the sky turned dark and there was rain, which was black in color. And suddenly there was thunderstorm and lightning and whatnot. And she felt this immense pain. And she thought that this dream is going to end. But suddenly she heard a call, "Hey, get up, it's time up." And she was like, who the hell is calling this, that too in a dream like this? And suddenly she saw a tsunami and she was confused. Snow, clear sky, dark rain, tsunami. What's happening? And she thought she might be dreaming. She pinched herself so hard, but she couldn't feel a thing. And suddenly she heard the same voice, a voice she has heard many times in her life. And you know who that person was? That person was the Hitler of her life. And suddenly she just woke up and saw this humongous figure in front of her face saying, Hare Baba, it's time up, wake up. It's time to go and have your exams. And that's when she knew that it was a dream, just like she anticipated. And that tsunami was none other than her mom pouring a bucket of water on her head. Literally, this happened. And the beautiful girl is none other than me. And this happened because I read this stupid book of my life on a wonderful day. There was rain, there was a book in my hand, and I started dreaming and I fell asleep. Instead of studying for my exam, I was studying this book, this novel. And I thought, my God, I hate romantic movies. I hate romantic novels. But this time, I loved this book because this book had a hero who sacrificed his life for this wonderful girl. And thinking about this, I took my book, not a novel, but the book that I have to read for my exam. And it was my final semester. So just with 1 hour to go, I just mugged up as much as I can and I just went out. I sat in my car, I went out all the time dreaming about this guy. This guy who was so sweet that he turned me into this person who could love men. Yes, I did not like men till that time. And I thought, oh, is there a problem with me? Or is this book has changed my life? And I did not say a word, but all the time I had a smile on my face. And when I got down from the car, my best friend, her name is Pratibha. And my second best friend, her name is also Pratibha. Yes, I had two friends who had the same name, Pratibha versus Pratibha. Both the peas came near me and they said, Why are you grinning like a cat? And I said, No, I had a beautiful dream. I dreamt this so wonderful person who was in my life. And I thought that I was lying. And I thought that I had read the entire thing and I prepared well and that I'm going to get the distinction mark of my life because they all saw me as this nerd who would study her ass out. And all the time I was reading a novel. So I just went in with this beautiful thought in my life, this beautiful dream. I went inside, and there was the second Hitler of my life, the principal man. Yes, now where in my life have I ever dreamt that the principal's sister, yes, I studied in a convent, and she had come to invigilate because the invigilator was on leave and there was a semi-flood situation in Vellore. And she was looking at me and she said, I hope you get a good grade. Otherwise, I'm going to contact your grandma and I'm going to contact her personally. She knew my grandmother because she was a student of my grandmother. And this made a little bit uneasiness sweep down inside my chest. And I thought, oh, who is she to talk like this? All the time I was dreaming again. Yes, I was open, I was having this open eyes and I was daydreaming. And then this another dream came, the dreadful dream, my exam question paper. I saw the question paper saw me. And everyone will have this moment in their life when they dread the time that they get the question paper in their hand. But trust me when I say no one would ever have had this situation. I studied for this subject called as feminism, women's studies. And on the day the exam was about, it was about economics. It was a non-major paper. I never knew that I, an idiot, has misread the timetable. And I was a girl who sucks at economics. And I did not know why I took this economics paper, but I knew it was for the sake of my friends who pushed me down the lane so that they can see me and copy from my paper. That was the plan. And I sat there and I wondered what was happening. What is this problem that's going on? And suddenly, again, I heard this voice saying that, Beta, it's time to get up and go. People, trust me, this is the inception of life. We always have this problem. We don't see the small problems. We see the bigger picture. and we forget the small pressures of my life. This story doesn't have a link to anything else. That's how our life is. We always try to find out the small links, but trust me, a life doesn't have any links. We are the ones who link them together and make a big picture out of everything. Sweet as it is, try to soar and try to taste the smaller moments rather than the big picture. That's it for today, and I hope you had a wonderful day. Over to the Tio Modi of today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghavi. Wow, that was indeed a difficult scene to shoot, but man, did we pull it off. Let us have 1 minute of silence to give Toastmaster Raghavi our feedback. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute is over.
One minute is up, Rahul.
Thank you, Hrithik. Uh, Now it's time to go into the next part of our shooting. But before we go ahead, there's something that I wish a skill that everyone here can learn. Some of the most iconic movie scenes have been improvised on spot. What separates a good actor from a great actor is their ability to improvise on spot. And today we have a small workshop on the training of improvisation, which is the table topic section in the Toastmasters meeting. And to conduct today's table topic session, I invite Toastmaster Priyanka. Madam Table Topic Master, the limelight is on you.
Cut. Ayyo, what pa? Where are your emotions? Where is the sympathy, empathy, all the things? I can't see anything on your face. Practice. Meanwhile, let me go to the Toastmasters and audition them. Not Tea Masters, Toastmasters. Do you even know who are they? They have the ability to think on their feet. And here I am with you all to audition you on your ability to on impromptu speaking skills. So, are you ready for your audition with me? Yes? All of you here, yes? So, let me tell you, where's my timer boy? Oh, you're there. So, my timer boy will raise a green card at 1 minute, a yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and a red card at 2 minutes. And if you go beyond 2 minutes 30 seconds, you are disqualified out of the director's darbar. Okay? So, for the guests here, let me tell you what table topics are. If you are not going to volunteer, I will pick one from you, give you a topic, and you will be asked to speak on the topic. And as you are here with the Toastmasters, I expect you too to excel in it. So let us get into the show. This session is going to be a fun-filled one. It's going to be a storytelling session, okay? So I really want it to be fun-filled. So for the first segment, any volunteers here? Wow, we have our Toastmaster of the day. Okay, Rahul. So the topic for you is, you will be given a series of pictures, totally irrelevant, which will be played by sharing the screen. And you have to narrate a story connecting all the pictures. So in total, there will be 5 pictures played, each picture for a time of 20 seconds. And you will have to connect the pictures, narrate as a story. No matter if it is not at all sensible, it needs to be fun. Okay? So.
I think watching me attempt it would be fun by itself. All right. Okay.
Is it fine?
Is this the first picture?
Yes, your time starts now.
Deepika, smile for the camera, smile for the camera. No, don't look there. Ranveer is standing there. Do not look at him. Look at the camera. I'm trying to hide my anger, but you are making it very difficult for me when you are staring at Ranveer. Oh my God. Okay. I hit it out of the park. Yes, I hit a 6. No. You hit the ball outside. If the ball goes outside, you are out. What is this stupid rule? Who made this up? If the ball goes out, I'm out. When did this happen? Yeah, you see. This is why I don't like playing with dolls. Dolls like this give me nightmares. Sometimes when I sleep at night, I can hear Annabelle walking in the corridor and I'm scared to go pee. That's why as a child, when I watch this movie, I used to pee on the bed, not go to the bathroom. Oh my God. Yo, police, sir, I was driving below 60 kilometers, sir, not over speeding. I promise, sir, not over speeding. Sir, I haven't drunk anything, sir. Only my friends have drunk. You can test my breath, sir. No problem, sir. I haven't drank anything. I'm clean by, sir. Clean, sir. No, I don't do anything, sir. I don't do smoking. I don't do drinking. It's time to make breakfast. Huh? Why is this solid? Why is, okay, it's a bird. Yeah. I don't know where the mother is, so I'll just I'll have to take care of this chick and raise it by myself. Yes, thank you. The show is over.
Okay, that was amazing, Rahul. So, do we have any other volunteers? Anyone? Wow, Raghavi ma'am. All right. So here, I will give you a start and end. So you will have to start the story. You will have to narrate as a story with the start that I give and end it with the start that I give again. Okay? So I end it with the end that I give again. Right, ma'am? So your start will be, Amitabh Bachchan served me bed coffee, and you have to end your story with, I squeezed 2 lemons in my eyes.
Okay, so it's Amitabh Bachchan served me coffee and I squeezed 2 lemons in my eyes, right?
You have to end your story with, I squeezed 2 lemons in my eyes.
Okay. So I'll start. So there was this wonderful time when I had the chance to meet Mr. Amitabh Bachchan himself. And you know, it was a dream, not of mine, but of my mom. Yes, she wanted to meet Amitabh Bachchan, whereas I was smitten by Abhishek Bachchan. Most of you would not know who Abhishek Bachchan is. He's the son of Amitabh Bachchan. The name carries. But I was smitten by him so much that I used to love his movies. And my dream was to meet him and have a cup of chai, a coffee with him. That too, while the way he served it. And I had a chance when I met this person who knew the Bachchans. So he promised me to take me to them one fine day. And that day came. And my mom, like anyone else, wanted to tag along. So I took her. I went there, and the Bachchan house was so big that I was flabbergasted. And I felt like I was in the limelight rather than the Bachchans. I felt like I was Mrs. Bachchan. And I thought, okay, one day I'm going to be Mrs. Bachchan. And I went there, I sat, and I thought that, I'm going to get chai. But there was Mr. Amitabh Bachchan who brought me this wonderful coffee. and I drank it, and I was seeing, waiting to see Mr. Junior Bachchan. And my mom, like a small child, was, talking with Mr. Bachchan, and she was feeling like a small child and a girl was in love. And all the while, I felt this dizzy craziness, wanting to squeeze two lemons in my eyes. And the dream came up, and that was it. Thank you for giving me this chance. Over to the table topics master.
Wow, that was indeed an amazing try, dear Toastmaster Raghavi ma'am. So, do we have any other volunteers, or am I supposed to pick anyone? Saumini, my darling.
Wait, Vijay sir has been raising his hand.
Oh, Vijay sir, yes, I have this for you.
You can always call so many.
No, first let me go with you, sir. So you will have
Okay, then. Okay then. First, so that you give me a very easy topic, let me tell you that you were exceptionally brilliant. How can you bring on the easiest topic for me?
Okay, thank you, sir. And the topic is similar to Toastmaster Raghavi. So you will start with I am a serial killer and end your story with I got married to Alia Bhatt.
Okay, that's great. I am a serial killer and I got married to Alia Bhatt. Timer, you can start now. I was in love with Alia Bhatt. Student of the year. That was the movie that I drooled over. I was all over her. And that day, I decided that I'm gonna marry her. Wait. I haven't come to it yet. Alia and me, the only common thing we had was that we both were obese once. That's a nice story to begin. Maybe if I can present her with this lovely story of my transformation and relate to her transformation, maybe I can have a coffee with her and from there I can plan the wedding. But there are villains. Not one, not two, but far too many. People were in love with my queen, Leah. So I turned into a serial killer, killing one after the other, after the other, after the other, until the day came. But there was only one left, and his name was Ranveer Kapoor. I went on and said him, threatened him. You've had Anushka, you've had Deepika, Alia, you might get someone else. Why don't you leave Alia to me, my bro? And then, wow, the wedding bells. I got married to none other than Alia Bhatt. Over to you, Table Topics Master. Priyanka, you're on mute.
Oh, that was amazing, Vijay sir. So you took us to a nice journey. And I hope at least the next birth, your dream of getting married to Alia Bhatt comes true. So I think the guest Gaurav is raising his hands. Is he here? Gaurav? Yeah, okay. So, yes, Gaurav. So okay. I have a picture for you. And I think you might have witnessed many award ceremonies on the TV, right?
Yeah.
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 So you know how the recipients of the award show. Give the note of thanks, right? Vote of thanks. Yep.
Yeah, kind of.
Yes. So I will be displaying a picture, and you will act as the recipient of the award and express your gratitude to the audience. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. So let me screen share. So this is your picture, Gaurav.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Start the timer. Okay. So I would like to express my gratitude to all my fans, everyone present here. So, first of all, greetings to everyone over here. A wonderful good afternoon, and I'm extremely delighted to be here on this platform on this evening uh, with Mr. Vijay sir receiving this honor, and it's a moment of honor, like an unforgettable moment in my life, receiving this Filmfare Award of the Year from Vijay sir. And mm, I really I really love to thank my family, um, my wife and my daughter who had been like supporting me uh, through all the obstacles, through all the ups and downs in my life and my film career. I had been late to my houses. I haven't like spent a time with them properly, but even then they were the ones who supported me with my career. And all my fans, uh, all my followers on social media, like you are really a very big motivation to me. Like you are the ones who motivate me to work even harder. And also I would love to like thank the film directors and producers like who helped me like throughout like producing this film. And at last, to all the audiences over here, I express my gratitude. Thank you everyone. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gaurav. You indeed lived the role. And may you build a house like Mannat soon. So, next, Saumini.
You're on mute.
Yeah. So I will be giving you a similar task as Rahul's, where you will be narrating a story, connecting the pictures. Okay?
Bring it on.
Yes. Your time starts now.
Oh, my dear Bahubali, come and save me from these goons who are trying to kidnap me. And says, what's her name? Let's call her Anushka. And then comes Bahubali walking on his elephant to to save Anushka. And go, and they have to escape from there, right? So the least they could do is get on the unicorn boat and sail. But seriously, because of Bahubali's raid, all they can do is all they did was fall into the water. So all the best they could do was swim to the shore. and and hola, they discovered America, the land of art and the land of Hollywood, in Los Angeles, and met all our superheroes, including Iron Man, Superman, Hulk, the Batman, etc., and especially Mickey Mouse. So I think they landed in Disneyland, and Disneyland is now in this parallel universe. It's a warfare, and Bahubali and Anushka have to sharpen their skills to fight the war, the zombies that's been coming on. Is it the White Walkers that's coming, and fight them off, and and finally eat them for dinner. And cheers with the ginger ale. Thank you.
That was mind blowing, Saumini. It was very spontaneous and quick. So, Ananta Kumar sir, are you here? Sir?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, whenever like right from the starting, I've always felt that you have this style statement related to Rajinikanth, sir, that hairstyle and that body language, like, hey, hey, bashada, bashada. So, sir, I would like to ask you a question. Are you a fan of Rajini or Kamal, sir?
Yeah, both.
Both. Okay, very good, sir. So
Yeah.
now you will have to debate with yourselves Rajinikanth versus Kamala Hassan. So, Toastmaster Anantakumar, Rajinikanth versus Kamala Hassan. And your time starts now.
Yeah, I have to debate how to speak both
For
of them.
or against, sir. So, for the first 1 minute, you have to speak for, and the next 1 minute against. So, like for
Oh,
one person, yeah, yes, sir.
for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Good evening to everyone. First, I am speak about with Kamal. So he is developed from his starting ages from 5 until he is facing all criticize and everything. Lots of phases from outsiders and family members, and he come up and win the cinephile, and he's got the name of what he call. Sorry, I don't have the interest in cinephiles. That's why I don't have to convey the messages, both of them. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
So you're
Yeah?
audible.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir. Hello? He left. Okay. Thank you, Anantakumar, sir. That was nice. And with this, we come to the end of the table topic session. And I hope you all enjoyed my auditions. So by the end of the day, I will let you know who all are into my film, my next film, who will be pairing with the great Rajinikanth, Kamala Hassan, Shah Rukh Khan, or anyone.
Hello?
Thank you. And yes, sir, you're back.
Yeah. Again, I
Yeah.
have a problem. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We indeed enjoyed your debate. So over to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
That was indeed an outstanding job, Toastmaster Priyanka. That was indeed outstanding. I cannot believe what I just saw. It was too good. All right. So looks like we had a good improv class that happened. And have you always thought that while sitting in a movie theater, I wish I could act in that movie. I wish I got an opportunity to do so. Well, today is your lucky day because we are having a casting call for all the audiences over here. By casting call, I mean we'll have an audition of rounds for two people in the audience, and one of them will be selected to be chosen to act in the movie. Now, the specification of the role is it is a silent role. When looking for someone who is very expressive with their body language, or in other terms, someone who's good at damshalas. So for this activity, I will need two volunteers, and preferably I would like someone who hasn't volunteered in table topics, so everybody gets a chance. But again, it's open to all. So are there any volunteers for this open casting call? All right. Looks like
Sir,
nobody wants.
POD,
Yes.
we have the birthday boy present.
Yes, our birthday boy is present indeed. So I think we should give him a chance to perform today. Yes, Toastmaster Devendran. Will you?
Yeah, Rahul. Yeah, that's possible.
Yes, sir. Sir, would you like to take part in the activity today?
This is what kind of activity?
Sir, it's the acting, sir. Damshalats. Sir, simple topic, sir.
No, actually, sorry for this one.
It's okay, sir. It's okay. Is there anyone else who would like to give it a shot? Anyone? Yes, so many. I need so many, and I need one more person. If anyone like from the guests would like to volunteer. Yes, thank you, Gaurav. All right, so we'll first go with Saumini. So I will be sending the topic to you privately, and you have to act it out in front of us. It's very simple. It's a very iconic movie. For I can give a clue. Actually, no, I won't give a clue to everyone. Okay. So the name of the movie is. All right. Yes, so many. Yes. So many will be acting a movie out to us, and we'll all have to guess.
Pirhana.
Jaws.
Lion King.
Finding Nemo.
Priyanka's in the sea only. Come out of the sea to the
You
land.
cannot speak.
This is the best I could do.
I said Jaws. Is it Jaws?
Alien.
Everybody's in the sea. What is it?
Blue
Aliens.
sea.
It's on the
Big
land.
blue sea.
Is this a blue whale?
Rahul, change of topic.
Life of Pi.
Catching something.
Dinosaur.
Horror. Horror.
Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
Park.
Come on. Oh, Jurassic Park.
What is this?
Okay. That was some acting. So many. Shall get back to you. All right, Gaurav, I will be giving your topic now. This is also a very iconic film. It's a movie that has made a lot of people cry, apparently.
I haven't watched that movie, so I'm not sure.
Okay, fine. I'll give you another one then. I hope this is a good one. You can act out the word also if you want. It's fine.
I have no idea of that movie too.
I believe Dr. Ashwini is also willing. Maybe you can send her the movie's name.
Yeah, if she can do it.
Ma'am, if you're willing, I'll send you the movie then.
Yes, sir. I'll try.
Okay.
Okay. Very cool. I need to stand, I think. Oh my God.
Titanic.
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 Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Gaurav, you couldn't do this. I can't believe it.
Actually, I haven't watched it.
Well, I keep on doing that in my school and college, so comes with the flow.
I believe
Like
Gaurav
that.
needs a Tamil movie's name. That was wonderful, Dr. Ashwini.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
So I think that Gaurav got a new movie to watch. And I think, okay. So yes, that was all for the activity. Who do you think we should take in the movie audience? Should we take Soumini or should we take Dr. Ashwini?
So many, I believe, is already on the board.
All right. I think we'll discuss this later. And now it is time for one of the most important sessions in any Toastmaster meeting. That is the evaluation session. And that is how, even in a movie, the editing is what does the final magic. And to call on our editor for today, inviting our Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat. Mr. General Evaluator, the stage is all yours.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. So actually, the movie is going very well. I think the audience are enjoying. So it's time for the editor to back on track. So firstly, I would like to call the first speaker's evaluator. It's Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. So Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, over to you.
Welcome back again. I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm audible, sir? Yes. Okay. I already said Toastmaster Raghavi Priya is the expression queen of our VTC. She make the statement really true. She's outstanding performance we had seen today, right? I would, before giving my ratings, I'm really worried about you, Raghavi. You had a lot of hitlers in your life. Even you couldn't able to enjoy with your dream. First of all, I would like to appreciate your way you have such a talent to express your storytelling in a humorous way. And really, there is no feedback to give feedback and suggestion to improve you. Okay, and you're absolutely right. Absolutely attract the audience with your vocal varieties, speed, voice modulation, and the facial expression, eye contact, and you made an audience very stunned, and you're really genius with your eye contact and facial expression. I will give you my rating 5 out of 5. That is really wonderful, Raghavi. All the best. Thank you. Thank you to Toastmaster.
So thank you, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi ma'am, for the report. So next up, we have the tag team. So firstly, I would like to call our stunt master, the timer of the day, Toastmaster Ritik. Over to you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. So, for prepared speeches, Toastmaster Raghavi, you extended the limited time. And so you will be not qualified for voting. And here's a little suggestion I would like to make. So when you prepare your speech, try to script the time so that it would be helpful in delivering the timing. You can time your speech while preparing. And for the table topics, there was some glitches in my network, so I think all the 4 speakers who spoke, you were qualified. I'll share the time in the chat box. And Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, first of all, I'd like to congratulate. Your evaluation was very good and it was a nice improvement. But I would like to say that you will not be qualified because you were 10 seconds short of the actual time. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik, for the report. So next up, we have the our counter for today's session. Toastmaster Sadhana, over to you.
Welcome back, my dear Toastmasters and guest. So I have said you already that let me expect your sound and not a ha sound. That was a fabulous performance did by all. You all used R for less than 5. And let me give my report now. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Raghavi. Really, I need to tell that one hand is not enough to appreciate you. So let me give a two-hand of round of applause to you that you did a fabulous job today because there is no hack counts, no fillers, and no filler phrases, even in your stable topic speech. And coming to evaluator Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, a little bit correction I need to tell you. Like you used half or less than 10 times and you used and for more than 2 times, and that's it. Next to general evaluator Toastmaster Bharat used less than 5 for ha counts, and Toastmaster Ritik as a timer less than 5 times ha count, and Toastmaster Priyanka for table topic so use less than half or less than 5 times, and speaker 1 Rahul used less than 5 times ha, no fillers and no filler phrases. And Vijay sir for table topics feature no hard counts, no fillers, and nothing. So it was a good thing, a good job that you did today. And coming to our guest Gaurav, that's really handsome. As your first speech, you given only less than 5 hours, and it's really appreciable. Congrats. And next to coming to Toastmaster, Saumi used less than 10 times ha in table topic speech and less than 5 times and repeatedly used. That's it. Thank you. Over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sadhana, for the brief explanation about the report. And next up, we have the grammarian of today's session. Toastmaster Saumani, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Even though so many of us were in the spotlight and limelight today, I didn't see anybody using the word limelight. And coming to the best usage of grammar, you did, Rahul? You were saying something. Okay, Rahul used the word of the day. I did not pay attention to it. So, Speaker 1, Toastmaster Raghavi used the word inception, which means establishment or the starting point. And if you find time, please watch the movie Inception. It's a very good movie. And the word humongous, which means something big or great, like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. And coming to the TT segment, again, Toastmaster Raghavi used the word smitten, which means to be strongly attracted to somebody. And speaking of the improvements, I think this mistake, which even I do, I've been doing, is that using the word studying instead of reading. When you pick up a book, a novel or something, you don't study it, you read it. Only your textbook is that you study. And the another thing I noticed was, since it's a professional setup, I think we could have avoided a few of the internet slangs that were used in the meeting today. And again, this one word which is being repeated everywhere that I could see, that I think we can all take an oath today to say that I solemnly swear that I would not use the words could, can, and able together. Which is morally wrong and grammatically wrong. I think can and able will not come together. And even when you see in the legend, Cain and Abel, one had to kill each other, and Cain was damned for eternity. So please, let's not use Cain and Abel together. That's it for my report. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saumani, for giving such a beautiful grammarian report. So that's it from my tag team. So let me proceed with my general evaluator report. So firstly, it was a bit late. We have started the session. So I request in future all the members, please ensure that you have the proper internet connection before the start of the meeting. And we will follow that, I hope. Next up, we have started off the meeting as usual with the most energetic and this enthusiastic way by Vijay sir. So it is always, he is doing a great job, and we can always appreciate his work and efforts he put on the SAA role. Congrats, Vijay sir. You did a great job. And then coming to the Toastmaster of the day, who is the director of a movie. And actually, we have been electing him as a TMOD just 2 days before, and he used the time well and put on great efforts and put a very good show here. And I hope we all had a good movie. And especially, he conducted an activity which made everyone laugh and had some good time. And that was very good work, Toastmaster Rahul. And I hope that you'll keep that up in future as well. So moving on to the speaker one, Toastmaster Raghavi. So she is the person who is always, if you give her a speech, in the next half an hour, she can always do that. She has that ability, yes. And you did the amazing job, Toastmaster Raghavi, as a speaker, and you mastered all the speaking elements. And I feel that the speech construction, I mean, the introduction and the body, the conclusion, so that might be improved a lot in your speech, I think. So that can give a clear idea about what you're speaking to the audience. So other than, you had a good speech today, and congrats, Toastmaster Raghavi. And moving on to the speakers evaluator, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi ma'am. So she has, we can all clearly see that she has been putting a lot of effort in nowadays. Yes, she has provided such a beautiful interaction than she ever did. So kudos to you, ma'am, for providing such efforts, and we really felt happy with your efforts, and I hope you will maintain the same. And with respect to report, I would say that it can be improved a bit, because in general, what the evaluators can structure the report will be like, so it will be like 5 good points, or 5 or 3, anything it will be. So it will be followed by the good points and then some suggestions, and finally you have to summarize the good and bad, so that the speaker can get the clear value about your report. And you can avoid giving the rating, ma'am. So instead of that, you can give out the points, and also you can take some examples in the speaker's speech, and that will be easy for the speakers to understand that why you are saying that and why she needs to change that. So you can pick an example from the speech, and you can help her, and the speaker also will accept that we have to change. So that's it for you, ma'am, and you did a wonderful job. Keep it up, ma'am. And moving on to the table topic master. So we all know that she had done a great job, and I wish that we all can give her an applause at this moment for the table topic master. So that was a great job, Toastmaster Priyanka. You are very new to the club, but you are putting a lot of efforts in your costumes, and you have provided a beautiful introduction, and also you have given strange topics. So I believe that it was one of the most enjoying and funniest table topic session that ever VTC had. I hope that it will be followed in future always. And so that was a great work, Toastmaster Priyanka. And moving on to the table topic speakers. So Toastmaster Rahul, Toastmaster Rahavi, and Toastmaster Vijay sir, and Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster Soumini, and Toastmaster Anand Kumar. Everyone has done a very good job. If I was asked to do the table topic speech, I could find it a little bit hard, because Priyanka has put that much harder thing on it. But you guys have did a very good job, and especially I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Gaurav for volunteering himself. So he's always volunteering himself, even he was a guest. So I appreciate and congratulate him for his great great enthusiasm on improving himself. And next up, so regarding the activity that had, so Toastmaster Saumini has volunteered herself again for the activity, and she did a great job, even though people find it a little bit hard to find, and she didn't give up and provided such a great effort, and finally we have found it. So congrats Toastmaster Saumini for doing that. And next we have, and also I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Gaurav again for volunteering himself, but he couldn't act at the moment. And I also like to congratulate Dr. Ashwini ma'am for volunteering herself, and she has just made the people very clear that what she was getting into, and she done the job very well. And congrats Ashwini ma'am for doing that, and you're always enthusiastic and energetic. So moving on to my tag team. So the timer has done a great job. He has never a mistake in the session today, and he provided a beautiful introduction, and we all had a good day with him. And moving on to the counter, she's always what to say, yeah, not an express today, but she provided a safe journey with her introduction as well as the report, and she did a good job as well. And moving on to the grammarian, and she's always doing a great job as a grammarian, and I wish to give a name that so many as grammarian of VTC. And so I congratulate my tag team for helping me in evaluating the session as whole. So that's it, and I hope we all had a great session today. And I again congratulate the TMOD for putting the efforts and providing such an innovative topic and making us all enjoying the movie with the popcorn. That's it. Over to the TMOD.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. It is time for the end of this production. Another movie, another backup. It is moments like this that make me sad, but it also gives me the hope that we will be back to shoot another one. With that being said, I hope the team will get the trailer out as soon as possible on all social media platforms. And with that, my role as the director for today is over, and I hand back the control to the presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Saumini.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Let's all give a big round of applause for the Toastmaster of the Day. I think today everybody outdid ourselves and pushed our boundaries and presented ourselves in front of everybody. Now, moving on to the award segment, as the Sergeant at Arms requested, Sir Yovish, my command, I'm giving the announcement of winner segment to you. Over to the Sergeant at Arms.
Thank you, presiding officer, my dear producer. I'd like to congratulate TMOD for bringing in such an amazing, amazing journey of the film studio. Special mention, very special mention to our table topic master Priyanka. She was exceptional. She rose the bar. I wanted to do the next table topic session, and now I am in doubts. I salute your creativity, Toastmaster Priyanka. I'd like to thank Gaurav and Dr. Ashwini for making it such a lovely surprise and volunteering in and jumping on with us to have some fun here. Now, let me announce the awards. I think all can guess it. Who could have won today's awards? One was the reason why we laughed, and the other made us laugh. The best table topic speaker is none other than the person who's responsible for this ache, my jaws being ache. Our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Soumini. Congratulations. And who put her on that spot so that she could entertain us? None other than Toastmaster Priyanka with the best role play. Congratulations, Priyanka. You were outstanding. With this, I'd like to thank each and everyone for making it to this session and having fun with us. We look forward. Priti, am I pronouncing it correct? Dr. Ashwini and Gaurav, please keep coming with us and have some fun. I'd like to hand over to the presiding officer, and after that we'll be having a meeting today. So all the members will have to stay back. Over to the
So I
presiding
request
officer.
the members of VTC to stay back. We'll be having our meeting today. Thank you, guests, for attending. Keep attending our sessions.
You'll have to officially call off the meeting.
I officially close VTC 64.
Thank you everyone for attending.